Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. All right. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Let's go. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards. Off play action, it's Tua. He'll get rid of it and complete it. 19 more on that one, and another first down. Tua, gonna give it to Ncaa. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
A pistol set with Tagovailoa. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Okay, ready? The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Tracking 60. Here we go, set.
Right to the air is Richardson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
18, let's go. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Throwing, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
19 Lion. Take go.
Richardson to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They'll go. Richardson. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
Number one. Set. 44. Ready.
Here's Ncaa. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. One more time, it's Ncaa. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Now, Tagovailoa on third and goal. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Justin Reed.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
Putting the tight end in motion. On first down, it's Richardson. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. Tight end going in motion here. Richardson to throw it here on first down. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28. From the gun, Richardson. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. Here's a 2nd and 6. Slot man in motion right. On second down, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've come to the end of a two yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Colts. 17 touchdowns now on the year. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Ncaa. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And There wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Out.
From the gun, here's Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. First time the connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Hey, time out two. Time out two. Time out two. Hey, 21 TA. Out.
Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he'll take it on in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Anthony Gould now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He's going to look for the home run ball. He's got it. And he will score. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, John?
Throwing is Tua. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. A shotgun snap for Tua. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Ready.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Hill brought in motion. He's got the first down, not by a whole lot. He only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
Ready.
Now Tua. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
To the air again, Tagovailoa. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw is Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That is brought in. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. On first down, Tagovailoa to the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Justin Reed that time with the tight coverage and the good hands.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Going for it all. To the goal line and in. Anthony Gould. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Solo left side.
A play fake. Now Tua to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. The ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins draw closer here. It's 21-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They send him right out of the slot. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. He's got Parham, his tight end. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
All right, come on.
1st and 10.
Turbo one, hard. Turbo one, hard. Go, go.
To throw is Tua. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
2nd down and 3.
Let's go. Right.
Hill brought in motion. Tua gonna throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Tua now on 3rd down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Notre Dame. So we have reached halftime with these 2 teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half, about to get started. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
On play action, Richardson. And this will be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
That's caught. It's Mitchell. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out? The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Set up. Ready.
Here's Richardson. He'll take a deep shot for downs. That's hard. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Second and goal.
Go.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Downs goes in motion. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. Richardson. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Miami. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will even this score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On 2nd down, Richardson. That's to the big tight end, Parham. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he's going to have it up for the 1st down. We'll mark him up at the 39-yard line.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end. Richardson to throw it here on first down. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating. It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Colts. Gay to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Colts go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
G, 21. Hey. Solo left Zion.
Now a first down throw for Tua. That is hard. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 37 yards.
Ready. Hey, cover one. Hey.
Here's a give to Ncaa. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Hill brought in motion. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Slot receiver headed right. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Tua. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Devon Ncaa Touchdown, Dolphins. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They come to the line for this one. Third down, needing 3. They'll go with Taylor. Taylor, a first down and more. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Here's Taylor. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Taylor. The Colts are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Taylor going to try to pull his way in. And he's got another one. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. He's got 19 on the year. And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
Here's first down.
21G.
They'll drop to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. On first down, here's Tungo Vailoa to throw. He'll get this one out to his fullback.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
2nd and 7.
Come on, two. Ready. Yeah.
Hill brought in motion. Tua. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Big play coming up, 3rd and 7, and the crowd on their feet.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. TX.
To the air again, Tagovailoa. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's out of bounds with the first down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
44, ready. Watson, Oscar, Watson, Oscar.
Throwing again, it's Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Tua to throw again. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Solo left Zion.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Hill brought in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. One last throw here for Tua. And that final throw here is intercepted. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
So it's a win for the Colts. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City.